There is a myth that is often told to women that they have to have it all or that they can have it all. And that's just, nobody says that to a man, you know? I was born and raised in Texas. My mom was from New England. She never really acclimated into Texas, so I have a very odd accent. We were a middle-class family. My dad taught at the University of Texas at Dallas. My mom was a high school teacher. And I knew that I wasn't going to stay in Texas. That wasn't my path. And it was figuring out, how am I going to forge my way? First I thought, I'll be a ballerina. No, that's not going to work. Oh, I'm going to be a writer. Oh, I can't make any money being a writer. And then finally I determined, I was working with lawyers at the time in Dallas. I liked the work. I saw the impact they could have, people's lives or small businesses, getting them started, and thought, I think I can actually do this. And I think I find it really interesting. Okay, I'm going to go to law school. And that was my path out. I did well, I had good grades, so that got me a ticket to a Wall Street firm and was able to walk into New York City and start practicing as a lawyer and as a litigator, having a huge portfolio of work. And I started moving more into financial crime very organically. When I got the call that said, will you go to Hong Kong for 6 months? I said yes. And I was there at a time when policy between the US and China fundamentally changed, and I was right there on the front lines of it, and I wasn't going to leave that, and I didn't for 7 years. So about halfway through my time in Hong Kong, my daughter Abigail was born. She has a Hong Kong birth certificate. And I started raising her there. The opportunity to work at Barclays fell in my lap. Abby was 6 weeks old. I had brought her to New York City. Sent a message to a friend of mine, would you like to meet the baby? She said, hey, I have a job for you. I immediately messaged her back and said, did you take my CV to write this role profile? Because this is exactly like the logical next step in my career. So when I moved to Barclays, I immediately noticed a different culture, and one that was more supportive of raising a family or having a life outside the office. And the world fundamentally changed again. With the pandemic, not being able to see our family for 2 years was really challenging. Those on my team in the US ended up leaving the bank for a variety of reasons, and I put my hand up and said, do you want me to move? My daughter loves coming to the office. She has sat in my chair on numerous occasions. I think she sometimes writes better memos than me. So every day I come in, I put her picture on my desk. That's a part of my life that I like to very openly share with my colleagues. My daughter and I talk a lot about what a home is, or where is home. I've wanted to foster her having that international mindset and just understand that there are different perspectives and that people live in different ways. I think it's important to take risks. It's been a big part of my career. Those have really enriched and changed my perspective and have brought value to me personally, to my family, I think to my career, and I think also to Barclays. I'm Jessica Bartlett, and this is me.